Well guys, I tried. Here could be the key to fixing KLX ignition. Without further ado, let's go ahead and open it up. Now, this might be a little bit surprising to you guys, as you will see here in a short moment. Here we go, DynoJet. What? I thought they didn't make a Power Commander 5 for the KLX. That would control ignition and fuel. Well, they do for the 300R. Alright everybody, I've had enough. It's time to fix this problem. The 300 here, it's going. It's going up to the dyno, that's right, because I think we might have a solution here for the ignition timing. Right now we're going to prep it because we are headed up north to the dyno to take it to a shop, make sure it gets done right. They said that they've done this before to other bikes, so it should work. So side cover off, seat off, and then we can go ahead and remove that O2 sensor and put in our little O2 eliminator from the 351. So let's go ahead and pop these plastics off and get her on. We'll go ahead and get her in the good old Raptor and we'll head up north. Man, I really feel like I could use some power tools to take this bike apart, because I feel like if I had some, this whole bike could be disassembled in probably, I don't know, a few hours. Because that car over there, my buddies and I pulled the motor, refreshed it, and yeah, put a thump stick in it, some more boost, all in about 1 week, 2 weekends. And the motor was out within like 3 to 4 hours. You guys remember way back, it took me like a few days to do the big bore on this thing. I feel like I could knock that out in a few hours pretty easily. Power tools would definitely be a help. Anyways, back to work here. Alright, dropping her off with the Power Commander 5 for the 300R. That is going to be hopefully custom wired and fix our ignition issue. So as you guys saw briefly in those clips, I went up to Seattle, went up to the tuner to get the bike tuned here at the KLX300, and the goal was to fix the ignition issue, and it seemed like we had a pretty well sorted out plan according to the tuner, that they've actually, you know, implemented this on other bikes, and I guess there was a slight miscommunication here. So I ordered this here DynoJet for the KLX300R, which is the off-road version of the 300, or just the off-road version of the KLX anyways, for, you know, big people, not little people. So it's Power Commander 5, fuel, and ignition. And what we were supposed to be able to do, what I thought he said is, you know, we'll use the 7 wires, 2 for the coil, 2 for the injector, power, ground, and the throttle position sensor, I believe, is what I asked him. So I thought we were going to pull that off the harness here, use that and splice into the wiring harness, because obviously these connectors are different than the KLX300. It will not plug directly into the ECU. So I'm sure you could make it work, but you know, a bit complicated. So I got up there within, you know, 30 minutes of dropping the bike off. He said, yeah, this is not going to work. Connectors are different. I thought we were going to splice into the harness. No, you need a different controller that has these different types of connectors on it. So I said, fine. I have my fuel controller on there. Just get a fuel tune on there, so at least, you know, can get the AFR right and see what power the 300 makes, you know, with the cams compared to 351, the 250, all that. Of course, bigger displacement than the 250. Then I get a call about 15 minutes later saying that your Power Commander fuel controller has stopped working. I can't get it to interface with the laptop. So I went up there and got no tune. It was a fun weekend though, and got to see a lot of cool cars. Got a private tour of a new dealership up there. I was actually looking for some C8 Corvettes up there with my friend, and we decided to go to the Lamborghini dealership, and it turned out to be McLaren, Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and Lamborghini. It's actually cool stuff because each brand has their own marketing techniques, have you, that need to be implemented in each of their showrooms. Like Rolls-Royce, as an example, they need to have doors that open up like this, and they look like the Rolls-Royce Phantom Grille. Didn't know that. Lamborghini has a live stream from, you know, a direct feed somewhere in, I'd assume, Italy. Lamborghini is Italian, so I guess it's safe to assume. The Bentley dealership was the biggest Bentley showroom in America, like 5,000 square feet. Then they took us to the vault. There they had Arnold Schwarzenegger's Rolls-Royce. They had the final edition SLS AMG, which was in Santa's commercial for Mercedes, Santa's sleigh. It was the one actually used in the commercial. And then casually sitting there, they had, you know, a Ferrari 488 Pista. Things I haven't seen in person. So that was cool. So it was not a totally wasted trip, but here we are with the 300. No fuel tune, didn't fix the ignition. I've been researching a lot of, you know, information about this, even trying to implement some of the knowledge I have gained from my degree. I do have a game plan. I have one more other thing to check and try, and hopefully that is it. So as I was saying, I have a plan here for the 300. I'm gonna check some things out here to see if we can't implement a different controller, see if we can't implement another solution for the ignition here. But that's what I've been working on, obviously, the past few months. You know, took a little bit of a break off with my family and been getting some stuff sorted for school. You know, that's just part of life. I guess let's go ahead and tear into the KLX here. Can't really explain too much because, you know, I didn't want to explain too much of that and make a video about it, and obviously it didn't work. So I'm going to tear apart the KLX here. Got to check out some connectors. Alright, here we have the KLX torn apart here. We're checking out some wiring, and the tuner's idea might work. I'm going to go ahead and send him the pictures he requested to see if this wiring schematic on the 300 here will work for his idea. But I believe that is all we can do for now on the 300 in the quest of trying to fix the ignition. So there you have it, attempt number 1 at fixing the ignition on the KLX300. I'm hoping we can get this figured out so that way, well, this whole debacle will be solved. But thanks for watching and checking in. So with that being said, join the club, and I'll see you in the next one.